All right, you guys, can you hear me? Let's see here. I haven't used Restream in a minute, so you gotta forgive me here. I'm used to using all these different platforms, and I forgot how the flow goes. So let's just make sure that this is really the sound is working on this microphone. Let's see. All right, you guys, can you hear me? Looks like it's working. Okay, I had to check on my phone. So, you guys, I wanted to talk to you guys today about everything that's going on. We got a lot of stuff going on, really incredible stuff on the network. And if you, as you guys know, we have a community called Success Driven, and I have been really getting contacted from people going, "Okay, what is that about? I've seen you tagging me and stuff. I got a couple of emails, I got a text. They say the average person has to see something at least three, sometimes five times before they go, wait, what is that? Because we're being bombarded every day with so much stuff going, look at me, look at me, look at me. I get it. I get it. And right now, everything is so uncertain. We don't know what's going to go on. And it seems like everybody's talking about, are they going to lose their jobs? Are we losing our health care? Are we going to lose, who we are as American, free speech, all this stuff? How much is an egg? And then I noticed on TV, the administration said, eggs are down. We're doing a lot. Eggs are down. And it's so funny because that should not be the barometer of if we're successful, if I can afford a dozen eggs. Now, if I can't afford a dozen eggs, oh, that's a whole nother barometer of problem, worry, right? But I'm saying all this to say that make sure with everything that's going on that you get into a supportive community. It's important. Now, we have Success Driven, but if you're not getting our community, get in community, because community is where you get to engage, where you get to talk to people, and make sure it's a supportive community. As I said, there's a lot of things out there that's toxic, and having been in situations to where I have been in toxic circumstances, thank God that I met my wife um, in my early ages when I was like 19 and 20, because I didn't get too many toxic relationships, couple, but it wasn't to the point to where I was jaded and hurt, and now I'm coming with all this baggage, like, oh, look at this, I got all this stuff, and she had to deal with it, and vice versa. So, but you want to make sure you get in a supportive community. I don't care if that's, at your church, community of friends. But now here's the thing: Nipsey Hussle, and this quote is attributed to him. He said, if you are not in a circle, if you are not in a group that doesn't motivate you, inspire you, and uplift you to be better tomorrow than you were today, you do not have a circle, you have a cage. And I would add, and it's up to you whether you stay in that cage or you leave. But get somewhere where people are going to embrace you and they're going to celebrate your wins. That's so important. That is so important now. And I've been saying this for a while, but now that I'm seeing all this stuff, and with mental health is paramount. But now people's mental health, because they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. They don't know what there's going on with their finances. They don't know what's going on with their livelihood. They don't know what's going on with this, that, and the other. Sometimes you just need to be able to talk to somebody that is like, breathe. It's okay. You're going to be okay. And somebody or a group of people who will let you know that it's okay to worry, because we all worry. But don't you worry and lose yourself in worrying too much to where I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this next week. I'm going to be, because if you don't put a plan together, well, maybe you may not be able to accomplish those goals. You need to be in somewhere. So once again, I'm saying this, you guys, because I'm getting on here, and I wanted to let you guys know that make sure that everybody kind of locks in. Make sure that you reach out to people. It don't take much. I will. You guys, you probably don't know this, but what I'll do is God will put somebody in my heart, and I'll be like, hey, What you doing? Just thinking about you. And I might do that to like 10 people, and doesn't mean I'm disingenuous. I was probably thinking about 10 people that day. And they don't call back or whatever, because we all got busy lives. That's okay. But sometimes I've gotten texts like that, and I'm like, oh, heart emoji, happy. Thanks a lot. Because it just means somebody was thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? It don't take much to just text somebody and let them know. Because this day and age, we all want somebody to know that we're checking on somebody. And a lot of times, especially if you're that friend that everybody comes to for support, everybody comes to for guidance, everybody comes to when their life is falling apart, who do you go to when you need to replenish? Who do you go to when you're like, how do I handle this? I've met so many people over the years who say, oh, I'm empathic. I can feel people's pain. And they wear like a badge of honor. Let me tell you, being able to carry somebody's burdens and your own and somebody else's stuff, I don't know if that's a gift, Lord, that I want. I love the fact that when I talk to people, a lot of times people feel comfortable talking to me about situations they wouldn't talk to other people about. And I can say, well, based on my experiences looking from the outside in, have you tried this? But trust and believe. I don't take that and go, oh my God, when I leave here, they got to worry about this. Baby, we'll give it to God. He got bigger shoulders than the both of us. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of look at things from that perspective. We have a community, as you can see right there. We have a system of things like this. It's designed for people that are trying to basically build their families, their businesses. And yes, you can join it. I'll put the thing on here because I got a text of somebody going, how do I get it? You can join here. You can join here um, if you're interested, right? But whether you join here, there, or anywhere, get yourself into a community of people that are supporting you and lifting you up, because no man, and when I say man, I mean woman as well, is an island unto themselves. We are all interconnected. And I don't care if people, I saw some post the other day, somebody said, I don't have no friends. That's why, because people be acting crazy. I don't have no friends. Oh my God, that's terrible. Woe to the person, they say, who falls and there's no one there to pick them up. You got to have some friends. Now, you might say the people you've dealt with might not be the kind of friends you need, and that's possibly true, right? People that are going to talk about you. And trust me, listen to this now. If they'll talk to you about other people, they'll talk to other people about you. Believe me. So, was it Maya Angelou or somebody said, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them. The friendships you had yesterday may not be the friendships you need tomorrow. And I'm not saying to cut everybody off, but for your own mental health and for your sake of well-being, evaluate what's in your best interest. Sometimes you got to go and get to a different set of people because you need to go somewhere else, that the people that you are with currently or the people you were with yesterday are not going. I remember going and visiting. I went back to Buffalo, so I was born and raised Buffalo, New York, and seeing like the same old things. There's Willie the Wino. I'm just using his name. He's still on the corner doing the same thing he was doing 15 years ago. He's still alive, but anyway, you've seen this. People doing the same thing and going nowhere and got no plan. But in the deep down crevices of your soul that you were meant for more. Get a piece of paper. You see this? We got paper. I'll be going through these. I buy like 6 of these at Walmart and like a little pack, and I'll be going through these. Copy out what you need to do today. Okay? Just copy it down and just go for it. This is what I need to do today. And if you don't get to mark off all those things in that day, it's okay. You did not fail. Tomorrow I will finish this. But you finish it. And don't be like, I'm going to solve world hunger. I'm going to solve world peace. No. How about I'm going to make somebody smile today by just checking in on them. Hey, how you doing? Send. Check. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take much. It don't take much. That's all I want to say to you. If you want to, we have a community of motivated, dedicated people who are going to help and embrace you. Now, let me tell you this real quick. You go there, you go say, David, oh, this is $23 a month. Yes, it is. Because we're going to give you the supportive tools, resources, but we give you 7 days to try it out for free to see if you see the value. But trust and believe. If you don't invest in yourself, who is going to? Okay? So, but you don't need to go and join our community, but I say get in a community that's going to support you. Okay? All right, that's all I have to say about that. I'm going to come back a little later and talk to you guys about some great things we got going on in the network. But I wanted to put this out there because I've been seeing a lot of posts on social media, people tagging me, and people just really going through. And I want to let you know, turn to somebody and get help, or turn to someone and help them. We got to help each other. All right.